Good evening, I'm Ryan Benazzo. Thank you for joining us. A new section of recreation trail at the waterfront is now officially open to the public. City officials, the Waterfront Trail Community Action Team, and the federal group that advocates for the Trans-Canada Trail system were all represented at a ceremony this morning. As Emma Chilton tells us, it all happened on International Trails Day.
It's already been in use, but now on International Trails Day, this new section of trail at the waterfront is officially open. Warren Philp is the team lead for the Waterfront Trail Rotary Community Action Team, the local group that's been advocating for more trail access in the area.
This project is so meaningful because it gives citizens of Thunder Bay better access to the water's edge. There was a study done not long ago by Lakehead University students that said the citizens only have access to 6% of the 52 kilometers of waterfront that we have here in the city of Thunder Bay. So the waterfront trail being parallel to the water's edge in many cases will give improved access.
These extensions of trails just make it obviously longer, safer, but more connected. And the fact that people in our community now can go not just short distances or have to change or get in their car or make a portage, they can keep going and enjoy longer rides, longer baby pushes, longer just walking.
The event started with a ceremonial water blessing. There were also a number of guest speakers. Members of the Waterfront Trail Action Team also spent time planting trees and other vegetation to spruce up the area even further.
It's all about planting native species and trees on portions of the Waterfront Trail. So at this particular site, Lake Superior RAP, the Remedial Action Plan group, is directing the planting project here, and the Waterfront Trail Rotary Community Action Team has brought 30 or 40 volunteers to help them with that planting project.
Philp's group continues to push for a full 13.5-kilometer waterfront trail from Fisherman's Park on the north end to Syndicate Avenue in the south. City staff were on hand to provide additional information about the project. This new section of trail was funded by the Trans-Canada Trail Group, which advocates for the expansion of the national trail system through money it received from Parks Canada. Emma Chilton, TBT News.
Thunder Bay firefighters pulled a person from a burning building overnight. A fire broke out at a Limbrick Street home around 3 o'clock this morning. Firefighters found the person inside and safely removed them before handing them over to paramedics for treatment. Thunder Bay Fire Rescue says the fire damage was quickly contained and nobody else was injured. In celebration of Pride Month, the Thunder Bay Indian Friendship Center and Bingwi Niashi Anishinaabe First Nation hosted their annual TwoSpirit Powwow. The powwow is a celebration of pride, specifically Two-Spirit Indigenous culture and dance. There are no traditional gendered dances. All of the dances performed here are considered gender neutral. Two-Spirit knowledge keeper Reed LeConte says the powwow organizers make inclusivity a priority when proceeding with their traditional teachings.
I come with a different set of teachings that aren't typical to everyone's circle, that are Two-Spirit specific, and to honor Two-Spirit people, to have those teachings present at these places so it's more normalized and everybody gets to hear these teachings. It helps Two-Spirit people navigate through ceremony and through powwow and through different circles, and lets everyone be on board with what Two-Spirit teachings are.
People coming in, setting up their wares and offering it for sale to the public who attend. So it's growing and growing. It's become very popular, and because of its proximity to the city, people are quite happy to come forward and come here too. So we're happy to have them.
And LeConte adds it's important to honor Two-Spirit teachings to foster understanding among the broader community. It was a contentious week at Queen's Park as Indigenous leaders, environmental groups, and the NDP unsuccessfully pushed the Ford government to scrap Bill 5. Kiiwetinoong MPP and NDP Deputy Leader Saul Mamakwa was front and center through all of it. The bill, which passed on Wednesday, will allow the province to bypass provincial and municipal laws to expedite the development of key economic zones like the Ring of Fire. Mamaquah warned Minister Greg Rickford that passing Bill 5 could lead to standoffs and other civil unrest.
Bill 5 is more than just legislation. It is history repeating itself. One of the people who spoke was the sister of Dudley George. Dudley George was a land defender who was killed by the Ontario Provincial Police for participating in occupation of Ipperwash Provincial Park. If this government does not rescind Bill 5, First Nations are united and ready to defend their rights on the land. I ask the Premier, is your government ready to face the disruption that Bill 5 will cause?
Madam Speaker, I don't think that we can advance a meaningful debate in this province or across the country when if what the member is saying suggests that there will be that kind of confrontation. Nobody is interested in that. It doesn't serve any purpose, not to mention the fact that it loses public support. People don't mind peaceful protest, and the rally yesterday reminded us of the importance to various First Nations leaders to make sure that the duty to consult is protected and enshrined in that bill, but that after the duty to consult, we ensure that full, meaningful economic partnerships and community partnership agreements offer the kind of prosperity for First Nations communities they rightly deserve. Nothing is advanced through the threat of physical confrontation.
The Lakehead Public School Board is still trying to digest the province's new legislation that would give the Education Minister more power over school boards across Ontario. Paul Calandra announced the changes this past week.
I am frankly as done as all parents are and teachers are with a school system that has turned into a political battle zone. Teachers shouldn't have to be going to Dollarama to buy pencil cases or crayons for their classes. The government, the Ministry of Education, should take responsibility and should step up. This legislation allows us to do that.
Calandra will have more power to investigate a school board or place it under supervision beyond just for financial reasons, and ministry staff would be allowed to conduct school board audits. The bill would also allow the Education Minister to direct school boards to publicly post the expenses of trustees and education directors, and would take away a board's autonomy when it comes to naming schools. Lakehead Board Chair Leah Vanderway says the province didn't ask them for any input.
It's an interesting bill considering there is a process in place already for boards that are struggling. I guess, like I said, not a lot of information. So we do always manage to have a balanced budget. Like I said, students are the focus of that. It would have been, in my opinion, to have had a conversation about this before it reached the news, just to have an idea of what was coming. I think it's always important that we base decisions on data, and we spend a lot of time. I know our senior team spends a lot of time sifting through data to make sure that we're meeting the needs of our students. So it would have been nice to have that kind of data to make a decision.
For the 20th time, the City of Thunder Bay is marking Crossing Guard Appreciation Week by celebrating the dedicated people who continue to keep local school kids safe. The celebration featured service awards and speeches for the many crossing guards that help young students cross busy streets on their way to and from school. Linda Alderman was one of the crossing guards on hand to accept an award for outstanding service over the years, but Field Supervisor Michelle Reimer emphasizes that all Thunder Bay crossing guards do an amazing job.
They are unrecognized most of the time, right? They're out there no matter the weather, and this is just giving them a little bit of recognition, a little bit of appreciation for being out there at all times, all the weather that they deal with, and all the crazy traffic. So we had our 6P award, which is from the police services, and that's given out to someone that makes a significant impact in watching for the safety of children, and it's something that we give out one a year. The other things that we were giving out for awards was the 10-year service awards. So we give out years of service. This year we had 4 individuals at 10 years.
I love it. I like the part I like the most is the kids. Absolutely love the kids. You know, I know them all by name. They all know to get off their bikes and their scooters when they're coming. I'm a welcoming face that they see every morning that they look forward to.
Reimer encourages anyone who wants to thank a crossing guard in person to do so, as that show of appreciation goes a long way. A woman from the Herkett area is the latest winner of the Dryden 50/50 draw. Organizers of the monthly fundraiser for the Dryden Regional Health Services Foundation drew the winning ticket on May 30th. Jennifer Atkinson and her co-workers were extremely excited when she got the call from Foundation co-chair Brad Coles.
Well, the reason I'm calling is we just did our grand prize draw for May 30th, and I'm calling to let you know you are the grand prize winner.
I'm the grand prize winner. The Dryden one. Yeah? No, you're not. Yes, I am. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, you're kidding, right?
No, I'm not kidding.
She just won the Dryden hospital. Oh my God, everybody at work is so excited.
You are the grand prize winner of $93,730.
Thank you so much. 93,000.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is amazing. And I'm actually coming to Dryden tonight.
And she did make her way to Dryden to pick up that big check, along with a smaller one, of course, that fits a little better in the bank machine. Atkinson says she's been playing the Dryden 50/50 since it first started. She plans to spend at least some of the money to renovate her house.